Welcome everyone to Tuesday Night Show. I'm your host Don Vic. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know the vibes. What's going on, y'all? Well, today we got a special guest coming on the show. She is a book writer, author. She goes by the name of Sabrina Oxford, from South Dakota, and she'll be on the show today. We'll be talking to her about some amazing things that she's doing for the community and for the people. We're going to wait for her to come aboard. We'll bring her on and we'll talk to her about her organization, the nonprofit organization that she got. And it's very interesting, guys. So make sure you guys share, and sharing is caring. Big shout out to everyone that tunes in and watches the show, YouTube, Parapost Network, P3 Family, and everyone around the world that tunes in and watches the show. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Feel me? So, yesterday I was out in the kitchen, man, and I was cooking some dinner, and out of the corner of my eye, I see like scary. I see something go right by me, like the corner of my eye. I didn't know what it was. I looked over to the side, and mind you, it was like 12 o'clock at night. I got hungry at night. I'm a late eater, so I freaked out. I'm like, what the hell is this? I was about to grab my phone, call Mark Lee, Enlightened Souls Paranormal. You know what I'm saying? Because I was freaked out. For real. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. So, shout out to Diana Firefly, her daughter, Britt Sellers. They have an amazing film coming out. It's a zombie film. Can't wait to see the film. It's something different. You know what I mean? Something real different. So I can't wait for them to put the movie out so I can come out there and check it out. Today I was actually talking to my son today too as well, and I wanted to check out a film with him. Where is my check out this film that's been talked about? People talking about it. Everywhere I go. It's called Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom. It's a human trafficking film, and I've been hearing so much about it. So I'm going to take some time and go check out this movie and see what it's all about. You know what I mean? So I want to take my son with me so he can watch it as well. I don't know how many of you guys watched it already. But if anyone has seen it, what you guys thought about it. You know what I mean? What you guys thought about the film? Because it's just crazy. Everybody talking about it and this and that, this and that. So I want to see it. So Sabrina Oxford, she is an author, a writer. She has several books out, and she just opened a nonprofit organization, and she is trying to help out foster children to get to college. So, Nando, what's going on, baby boy? What's up? Thank you for logging in. So, she opened a nonprofit organization for foster kids to be able to give back. And we created a scholarship for those foster kids that have finished high school and want to go into college and don't have the funds, and that's when we come in to help them get to college and pay for their scholarship. Um, so once Sabrina come on, she'll be letting you guys know more about it. Don't have to be kids; could be adults. If you're an adult and you have finished school and you wanted to go to college and you didn't have the funds, then reach out to us and we see what we can do to get you in there. So it's a very good gig. So once Sabrina come on here, she explain exactly what we got going on and uh, and how you guys can reach out and be a part of this. I think it's a great thing that she's doing. Um, and again, she was a foster child as well, and her story um, was very very touching. She's been through a lot as a foster kid when she was younger, going to different um, homes and being mistreated. Um, and it takes a strong person to get through. You know, you have to have a strong spirit um, to get through those situations. When you go into people's houses, you don't even know who they are, what you're getting into. Easily could have been trafficked. You know, um, right now that's all over the internet, all over website. The kidnapping and the trafficking. Um, that's big business. It's real big business, and I'm just glad that she made it through and became the amazing woman that she is today. You know, um, I cannot imagine what she's been through. In her life as a young lady. She told her story here, and it was very touching. So that's just one story, right? I'm sure there's plenty of stories out there with foster kids that can come out here and tell their side of their story. Um, because it's not always gravy. You know what I mean? We hear foster kids, in foster homes, and we think, okay, they safe. Nothing's going to happen to them. They're taking care of them, but it's not always that way. It's not always that way, and that's why I love to bring those individuals onto my show so they can tell their story. So if you're one of those individuals that been in foster care, that been um, through bad times, um, you welcome on my show. We can talk about it. We want to talk about it and find out how you got through, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are still there and are wondering how to get through that situation. So it's very important um, for us to aware uh, people on what's going on in the world, especially foster care. That falls, that's tough place to be, and and I get it that some parents just can't afford uh, to raise a child for whatever their reason is. Either they're on drugs or they lost a job or they just can't afford to have a child, so they give them up to the foster care system. Um, and I hear a whole lot of stuff about those type of places, and they're really not good. You know what I mean? Stories that I've heard, but you know, who better than Sabrina can tell us the story because she's been there. She's been there and foster care. She's been going to different homes and she had different experiences in different homes. And thank God she made it through. And today she is an amazing person. She's a book writer. I believe she's wrote a book about it. Um, and you guys should get to hear what book she wrote about it. Maybe you guys can, cop it and read the book. Show some support. These are very serious cases, um, and the world needs to know, and we need to talk about it more. We don't really talk about those places like that. You know, foster care homes and what goes inside of there. So people, don't be afraid to step up and tell your story. It's a story. You made it. You know, and maybe you can help someone else. Maybe you can help someone else um, make it through. You know what I mean? So it's always good to talk about a story when the ending is a good ending. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know how many of you guys have been there, but if you do have, if you have been there, please reach out to me if you're willing to tell your story. I'm not putting a gun to your head and anything like that, but I just, I love to hear great stories with good endings because you can help someone else. It's about helping others. You know what I mean? And if you can tell your story with a great ending, man, please come on the show and let's talk about it because you can help someone else. You know what I mean? Um, sorry. This is what we're here for. This is what the Don Vic Show is about: helping, giving back to the community, and helping people. You know what I mean? Um, and we come here to talk about situations. You know what I mean? How can we make it better? We talk about the paranormal. We talk about, you know, filming. We talk about comedy. We talk about music. You know, books. You know, and all sorts of things. But these issues here, like foster care, domestic violence, kidnapping. Those are very, very touchy subjects, and then if anyone ever have got kidnapped and made it out of there, please come here and tell your story. We would love to hear your story here on the Don Vic Show. For real, because it's important for us to know, you know. And if anyone is going through any abuse, mentally, physically, or however it is, and seek for help, you know, seek for help. This is the show where you need to come on here and tell a story, you know. Um, but there's thousands of people around the world that are going through bad situations right now, you know, as far as trafficking and kidnapping and being in foster care homes, even the elderly people, like elderly people have it bad too. I heard a couple cases too, man, that it was horrible. You know, staff beating up on you know, on the elderly. And a couple years ago, I heard, I think it was out here in Boston somewhere, some facility where they were just beating up on the elderly, and then they caught someone on camera, and it was horrific. I mean, I can't understand or why a person can beat on an elderly person because they can't do what they're being asked to do. You know, a lot of elderly people that go to these places, man, lose their memories. Some become kids again. Um, and you got to have that heart and ability to be able to deal with that because it's not easy. Some of them use the bathroom on themselves, and you got to change that, and it's a tough job. It's a very, very tough job, and if you ain't built for it, then don't do it. Just don't do it. um let someone that's willing to really help and dedicate their time to these individuals to make their last days easy. You know what I mean? I don't feel that they should go through more pain than what they're already going through. Some of these people go there to these homes and the family forget about them, the children forget about them. They just keep living their lives. And you ask me that selfishness, because you got to remember where you come from. You got to remember where you come from, and your mom and your dad, you know, they were there for you when you was little. They were literally taking care of you, feeding you, clothing you, showing you what's right and wrong, making sure that nothing happened to you. Now you're an adult and your parents are in a position where they can't maybe talk. They got old timers, you know, um, they can't really move. That's the time when they need you the most. That's when you need to step up. And a lot of people don't, man. A lot of people don't do that. And it's sad. It's sad because people tend to forget about them. You know, and I never understood that. Excuse me. I never understood that. You know, your parents, your parents are there for you through good, through bad, thin and thick. And then they become elderly, and people. Some people tend to forget about them. You know, and what you got to remember is that if it wasn't for your parents, you wouldn't be who you are today. You know, they could have gave you up for adoption if they felt like they wasn't ready for you. You know what I mean? They could have left you in the street corner because they didn't want any kids. No, they stuck with you. They stuck with you all the way. So um, I feel bad when I see elderly people in these facilities, and they don't even get a visit. You know, they don't get a visit, and I'm saying to myself, where are the children? Where are the brothers? Where are the cousins? You know, any type of family member to come and visit these elderly people in these facilities. It's like they're left for dead. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. You know, when I lost my father and my mom, we didn't put them in no facility. They died in the house. You feel what I'm saying? With their family, with love. We my sister, my nephews, and when I could come by, I come there, and we let them know that we was there. You know what I mean? Um, my father died in my sister's house, and my mom died in the crib. You know, with us. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't feel sad. They didn't feel lonely because we was there. We don't believe in those facilities. A lot of Spanish people don't. That's kind of like in our culture. Some do. I'm not gonna say we all do, but most of us keep our parents, you know, to the end, with us. Even if we have to move them in or we got to move to them, however the case may be, we make sure that they know that we were there to the end, and that's love. You know what I mean? But when I see, you know, individuals not putting in the effort for their mom and their dad, when they're in these facilities, um, it really makes me sad. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for tuning in. So it's hard it's hard to understand some people um, that are in these facilities and family members don't come by to watch them, um, even come see them, or even make a phone call. How selfish can you be? You know what I mean? So I just want people to understand that my mother and father is one. You know what I mean? And you got to stick to it. Just like they stuck by you through thick and thin, you got to stick with them through thick and thin. Uh, and I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Some parents can be real tough, but that's tough love. You know what I mean? It's tough love, and and you know and you got to learn from it. You know what I mean? But I feel though, for me, that if you have your parent in some type of facility where they're by themselves, you need to go there and check in on them, because you don't know what's going on. You know, and if you go ask questions, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. You got to go there and see for yourself what's going on. Talk to your parent. Ask them if everything's okay. Do they need anything? You know, um, get some information from your parent if they're in these facilities, because not all facilities are good facilities. You know what I mean? And for me, I'll be damned if somebody put their hands on my parents. You know what I mean? It'll be World War III. You don't understand what I'm saying? Um, and when I lost my father and my mom, like I said, they died in the house. We didn't put them in no facility, no. Um, we didn't put them anywhere. They died at the house. They died in the crib. So you know, for anyone out there that do have parents in these facilities and you haven't seen them, go see them. Go find out what's going on. You know, um, make sure they're okay, because there's so much stuff going on in this world that makes anyone's head turn. You know what I mean? And for foster kids, same thing. These are kids that are, who knows, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and they're in these um, you know facilities where they don't know nobody. They're by themselves. And some of them are scared. They're scared, and they get so scared that they obey everything that they told because they're scared. And that's not the way for no one to live. You know what I mean? Facts. You know, this is why when Sabrina came to me, she said, "I'm doing this nonprofit organization for foster kids," and she wanted me to be a vice president of it. I jumped on it right away because I love to help people. I love to see people be uplifted. I love to see people do good, and I like to help people. So when she said that, I said, "Yeah, sure, I'm all in." And she put this package together. For a scholarship to go to college. I thought that was amazing. I really thought it was amazing, and then she put it together, and she called me the other night and we spoke about it, and I thought it was fabulous. You know, why not? If they put in 100%, you know, into their education and to their lives to be better after being abused or whatever the case may be in their past as a young kid, going from home to home to home to home, and you don't know what they've been through. But at the end, they're these phenomenal people. They're either professors or going to college themselves. You know, you want to help them. You know, you want to help them because it's hard to take in a lot of negativity. Especially if you've been going through it. You know, I can't not imagine what a lot of these kids are going through in foster homes. You know, I can't. You know, um, so again, if anyone been through foster care, foster homes, and made it through, but you have a story to tell, um, please reach out to me. We'll put you on the show, and we can talk about your story, because your story can help someone else. You feel me? So The show is all yours. You know, uh, I reached out to Sabrina. I sent her the link. Not sure why she's not on here yet, but we're gonna give her a couple more minutes to see if she pops up. Um, and we can start the show. Not sure exactly where she is. So anyway, I'll be out of town this week. You know, I'll be in NY this week. Um, and then August again, I'll be back in Long Island. Spoke to Cody. He hit me up to change the date for The Crow, the movie The Crow, for September. He told me if I can come out in September. So we're gonna lock that in and show up in September for the movie The Crow. So again, Cody got some perks going on for the movie The Crow. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to be in the scene, he got all types of perks going on. If you guys are interested and wanted to be in that movie, reach out to Cody. He got all the perks that are out now. They're still raising money for the film. I know that. Um, so this is going to be a great film. I've always been a fan of The Crow. To me, The Crow is like it's a classic. That movie's like Scarface. Those type of films. You know what I mean? Scarface, Grease. You know what I mean? Top shows like that. Shows that you always will remember. You know, and I would love to see Ling back back on The Crow. That would be amazing if we can get her back on the show. Ling was awesome. I love her. She's so dope. Great actress. Um, will be nice. I know they got a couple of the actors that played in The Crow before. I believe Cody got a couple of them on that might be in this film. So that's going to be amazing to have them back on there. Uh, so you know, I'm excited. I'm really excited to be a part of that film. Um, Also, shout out to Matt Clark. Matt Clark is working so hard with his wife, um, putting films together. STZ is a film that he's working on. Not sure when he's going to work on that film, but it's a zombie film. It's a zombie movie. I can't wait to see what it's all about. Uh, Matt Clark is an amazing director and a great artist too, man. He can draw his butt off. I mean, this boy is off the hook, off the hook. Really, really, really good, you know. Also, uh, Bree Burke, a young lady that was on my show a while ago. She is a model, an actress, and I believe a singer as well. She's doing so good. I've been seeing her on YouTube. She's been posting up a lot of films. Sorry, a lot of pics of her modeling and and being in certain films. So yeah, big shout out to Bree Burke. You know, Also Elizabeth Chambers, big shout out to her. Uh, she's in the movie Curve Waters. She's doing some amazing thing. Uh, Salim Star as well. She's a dancer. Um, she's doing great out in Las Vegas. So big shout out to her as well. So many people doing great things. That I know that's been my circle. That's been on the show here. They're doing so many great things. Producing a lot of films. Um, Holly Wallen being one, and Cynthia Rock, Cynthia Rock, Cynthia's last name. Cynthia Rockwell. She is filming a movie called Black Creek with my man Lemire. He is producing this film, and I can't wait to see it. You know, I really can't. It's gonna be great. What's up, IG? What's going on, baby boy? What's popping? What's popping? Also, shout out to Celebrity Boxing, my man Ryan Delton. You know, he's a comedian, also a boxer. Um, Great guy. Also, two-time champ Hazel Roche. Also, Celebrity Boxing. NDO and had his fight. Not sure who won that fight, but I gotta check that fight out and see exactly who won that fight with NDO. What's up, Brian? Brian in the building. Brian J. Lavardi. He is the face behind Parapost Network. That's my man, 50 grand right there. Parapost Network is a network where you find all the paraposts. I mean, you find all the investigators on that page. Okay, from everyone, not just investigators, paranormal investigators, but you know, he's opened the doors for other people like myself and other talk shows to come on his platform, and it's a great platform. You know, Global Ghost Hunt as well. Big shout out to Global Ghost Hunt, Nando. You know what I'm saying? The Sadio is also part of that paranormal world, and you know, and Matt, so many great people on that Parapost Network page. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys log in and show the love. You heard? Yes, he is hilarious. Definitely hilarious. You know how he is. You know what I mean? He got jokes for everything. He definitely got jokes for everything. I agree. I agree. Irene, what's up? Japan is in the building. What's up, Irene? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for logging in. Japan is in the building. That's how far we going out on the Don Big Show. We reaching out to Japan. You heard? Big shout out to Japan. Love you guys out there. Show the love. The UK. Big shout out to the UK, Ireland. All my island people. What's up? What's up, my Canadians? Big shout out to Canada. You already know the vibes. All that smoke in Canada. I don't know how they can see outside with all that smoke going on, with all that fire going on in Canada. I don't know what's going on, Brian. Brian, what did you burn down? Burned the kitchen down? I don't know what Brian burned down, but I noticed. I don't even know if they controlled it already. You know what I'm saying? They don't even talk about it on the news no more. They just said it was burning, and they showed it for a couple of days, and that's it. You know, they ain't talk about Canada no more. So I don't know what's going on in Canada. Oh boy, he does have a sense of humor too, by the way. Okay. So I don't know what's on with my guest. I don't know if my guest fell asleep. I don't know if Sabrina fell asleep. You know, her head on one of her books. I don't know what's going on with Sabrina. You know, but we're gonna give her a few more minutes to see if she logs in, and we can bring her on. If not, then we'll reschedule for another day and bring her on the show. But I really wanted you guys. Well, I really wanted her to pop up because it's a very interesting subject that we're going to talk about. You know, again, like I said, it's a scholarship for foster kids that graduated from high school, or even adults that already graduated and want to go to college. We got a scholarship, you know, that we want to present to them to get them and to go to college. You know, we pay for it. So I wanted her to come on here and kind of explain exactly what we got going on because she knows more than me. She's the one with the ideas. She run them through me, and I okay it, and the rest of the team that we have on the panel also okay it, and we run with it. She tells me little briefly things like that because she's working on a lot of things. So she tells me a little thing, and then I try to bring it to you guys and let you know what we're doing with this nonprofit organization. But like I said, I am honored to be a part of it because it's giving back, and anything to do with helping people, um, to give back and to position them in a better place. Um, I'm all in. I'm all in, because I know what it is to want to be helped, and nobody wants to help you. So this is why I jumped on that ship right away, because I know what it feels like to be denied. You know, um, especially when you backgrounds like that. People look at you different. But I am honored to be vice president of this nonprofit organization with Sabrina Oxford, to give back to the people. I'm all in. So I want really, I don't know why she ain't here. She was supposed to pop up. Not sure what's wrong. I text her. She ain't replied. Okay, Brian. He's also a comedian, folks. Brian is also a comedian, okay? I'll get you. I'm gonna get you when you're on your live, buddy. I'm gonna come with the gun smoking, Brian. So as soon as you see me pop up, you better say, "Show's over. Thank you guys for watching. The show is over." But listen, this is all a family. Brian he's an amazing guy. So is Matt, and everyone that he deals with. Even Nando's a great guy as well. I haven't spoke to Nando that much. I haven't think I spoke to him at all. But him and Brian are really good friends. Brian helping him with his podcast, Global Ghost Hunt. They teamed up and they're doing some things. But I never got to talk to Nando. I want to bring him on the show. I want to talk to him too. But Brian has done so many great things for that community. The paranormal community. He put something together where he created a family. With me included. And I don't do paranormal. I'm not paranormal at all. But he reached out to me. He made me part of his family. We've been family ever since. And and we always talk about uplifting people, sharing. Because we share shows and we try to help people that got low views to get more views. Now I say this like this, and I said it to Brian. I said it to Brian. We spoke because sometimes we spoke in little private meetings, and I say this: there's no reason why any of us that got podcasts, right, that got shows, should have any low views, because in our pages, our friends, we have over 1,000 people on our pages, and especially Parapost. Parapost network is a big network. It's grown so quickly. Since I've gotten there, I've seen it grow so fast. There's so many people in that um in that app that there's no one that has a show should have low views, because if we all a team, if we all family, we should all share. We should all like. Even if you don't want to watch, even if you're going in for 2 minutes, hit the like button. Hit the view button. You know, uh, hit the share button. It's like literally centimeters away from your thumb when you're on your phone or your device. All you have to do is just tap it, and that's it. You know, and and I watched this, right. So Are you really part of the family? Are you really part of making us grow? Or like, what is the situation here? Are you just, or is it just for you? Or you're there just for you, for people to watch your show, for people to like your show, for people to share your show, you know, but you don't want to help share everyone else that's supporting you, because it's a two-way street, folks. I say that in general, not just for Parapost, not just I'm saying it for my show, for Parapost, for the P3 show, and everyone else out there that has a podcast that has low numbers, but you got 5,000 people on your page, you know, or on, so I just don't get it, and this has been an issue for a while now. We've been talking about it. We've been trying to find a way uh, to get people's views up, and I'm gonna tell you, it gets tiring, right? It gets to the point where you just want to give up, real talk, and I say this to say this, and I don't care. No one has to share my show. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to, right? That's your prerogative. But don't call me or text me and ask me to share your stuff when you're not sharing my stuff. Because trust me, I go through everyone's pages and I see if my stuff is on their pages, and I share a lot of people's stuff. A lot of people that I don't even know. I share their stuff, or I like it, or I tune in and I watch a show, or I tap in and say, hey, what's up? I'm just tapping in to say what's up. I made myself visible. So don't text me and ask me to do you a solid when you're not doing a solid, not just for me but for everyone else. It's all about you. I don't want to do that. I'm not sharing it, and I'm not doing any of that, because that's selfishness. I don't deal with people that are selfish. You feel what I'm saying? I'm straightforward. I joke around and I do this and that, but when it comes to business and serious talking, I'm gonna tell you what it is. You said 2 seconds, maybe not even that, Brian. Maybe even faster than that. Because you're like this. All you gotta do is you swipe like this. That's seconds, like so quick, and I don't see it. I don't know if the finger is too heavy or or what it is. But what I'm saying is, there's no need for anyone on Parapost Network, or any network in that case, to have low views when there is thousands of people on that network. So are we supporting each other, or we're not supporting each other? You know, and the view speaks for itself. The view speaks for themselves. So obviously, if you got 2, 3 views, no one is supporting, right? But you got a whole thousand. You got plenty of people on the show. I mean, on that page, and it's sad, because you know I want people to see my show. I want people to share my show, right? But I want to share yours too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only fair to help to see each other grow. I don't want to grow. I don't want to be the top dog and everybody under me. I don't want that. I want everybody to grow where I'm growing. If I'm here, I want everybody else up here. You know why? Because if I'm winning, we all winning. It's not about me winning and everybody losing, trying to catch up to me. No, I don't work like that. You feel me? I want everybody to win. You know why? Because I want everybody to be happy. And I want everybody to be happy about their show, about what they're doing, about their contents that they're putting up on their show, and people supporting it. You know, and that's what I'm talking about. But you do have your shows on Parapost networks that a lot of them are doing very, very well. A lot of them are getting very high views and likes and shares, and that's fine. I big them up, because that's what you were supposed to do, right? But you also got to share those that don't have that type of view, those views that you do. Share their stuff to the little people. Let's remember the little people, because one day those little people might just pass you, right? They might pass you one day where they're up here and you may be mediocre where you're trying to get there. And those are the people that you might need to reach out to help you get there. And don't get mad if they shut the door on your face or say, yo, you know what? We can't help you right now. We're doing it. Do not get mad, because what goes around comes around. And I believe that 100. Okay, Brian. But you know what I'm talking about, Brian, because I've seen some of your shows, and you talked about this. You talked about it. I'm not sure if Nando talked about it, but I know you have. I know Matt has. Matt was on the point where he just stopped for a while. He just ghosted, because he was really upset. And I get it. I get it. Because we're trying to build a family. We're trying to build something beautiful for the people, for those that are starting and opening up doors for them to meet other people and connect to other people so that they can grow, and which is fine. But what we're not doing is sharing and liking each other's stuff. Okay. And that's how you get your views up, by viewing. You know what I mean? I don't care about who got more views than I do. I don't care who likes my show and don't like my show. If you don't like my show, you ain't got to watch it. Just as simple as that. Move on to the next show. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? You don't like my content, that's fine. Move on to the content that you do like. Go over there, like it, share it, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm here for the people. I want my audience to see my guests and what they're bringing to the table and what they're doing. That's my job. If you view it, fine. If not, I'm okay with that. As long as my guests can get on my show and tell their story or share their movies or talk about their films, someone's watching. You know what I mean? And that's what matters. Eventually the podcast will grow as times go, but within the circle that we have right now, there's no one that should have no less than 50, 60, maybe 100 views every time they come on their show, because we have more than 100 people on our pages. And I get it. Some people are busy. Some people are doing their show. But come on, if you got 5,000 people, you can't tell me all 5,000 people are busy. You feel me? And some do watch. Some do watch, but don't hit the like button or view button. They're just watching. But that's okay too. You know what I mean? We can't force you to like our show if you don't like it, or if you don't want to view it or share it. That's fine. But and I'm talking to the fans. I'm worried about our groups. Our groups, especially our groups on the Parapost Network, P3, it's a large group. Let me tell you, it's a large group. Just with ourselves, just with the group, our own group, we have so many people that can just hit that like button, boop, 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 and easily you get 200 views. Easily, you can get 200 views on your show, like it or not. So that's my thing. Yeah, of course. So and it's just tiring, right? Brian, it's just tiring to keep repeating this, right? To keep repeating this to adults, right? Um, and I know Brian works hard because Brian is constantly bringing people to Parapost Network. Every other week, he's got 2 or 3 people that join Parapost Network. you know, and it's growing. It's really growing, growing, growing. But we lacking on helping one another. You know, we truly are lacking on it. You know, why I don't know, but I'm just letting it be known right now that we need to be a little bit more upfront with what we're doing, because you know, if you're about helping others and really sharing others, then let that be known. Let that be visible. You know, let people see. Oh, such and such tagged me, came on my show, said a couple of dirt, and he shared it. He liked it. Boop, that's fine. Even if you're there for 10 minutes, but you went there, you liked it. Boom, you checked it out. You left a comment. Boom, keep it moving. You know, that's support. You know what I mean? So you know, it's just so much going on. So many podcasters that I get it. You know, it's hard to just watch one. You know, but if you like several, then go on those several pages that you do like and hit that like button. Boom, 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 boom. Support one one person that I love is Liz. Liz is from the UK. She's on the other side of the country. And that woman shares stuff. She likes it. She always leave comments. Not just one. She be leaving like 10 comments. You know, and and that's the support I'm talking about. So when she posts up her stuff, I share it or I like it. I do the same thing she do for me. You feel me? Because it's a two-way street. I can't be selfish and have her come on my show, like it, comment, and you know, and share it. And then when she comes on the show, I see her, I'm scrolling by. I don't even stop there to watch her show. That's selfishness. I don't do that. You know. Um, so you know, people, we need to be more orientated with ourselves, you know, as a group, and really um, and really get these views up. If you got 2,000 people on Parapost, say we got 5,000 people on active, boom, and 200 people out of 2,000 or 5,000 hit a like, that's 200 views you got. You know, but I just don't get it. And you know, Brian talked about it. Like I said, Matt talked about it. Matt got into some depression. Matt got depressed when he was like, "I'm shutting everything down. I'm getting out of P grade. I ain't doing no more. You guys suck." You know, like, and I get it. I will be frustrated too. You know, but you know, people, let's 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 really work together. Let's really get this going. You know, we got enough people here to get so many views up and get each and every show up to where it needs to be. You know what I mean? You know, because you're constantly thinking about what can I do different to come on my show, to make my show popular, to make my show go out, to make my views go up. You know, it's hard to be coming out with content all the time. You know, it's not like TikTok. You know, we're not on TikTok. TikTok, you post up. I post up pictures. All I do on TikTok is post up pictures and music and and a few live videos with me and my kids, and I be getting like 500, 600 views within seconds. Like I'll be like, holy crap! I just put this an hour ago and I got 300 views. Facebook, nah. YouTube, nah. YouTube is like my lowest view. Like I don't really post much on YouTube, but you know my platform. I got a YouTube platform, but it's low views. But I don't care. Whoever wants to watch, and hosts that don't want to watch, you don't have to watch. At the end of the day, I just want my guests to get exposure on my platform, on all three of my platforms. You know what I mean? And tell their story. You know, because that's important to me. You know what I mean? And and for those of you that do log in and watch my show, I really appreciate you guys. I really do, because without you guys, there won't be no Don Vic show. You know what I mean? Um, and trust me, man, I try to support everybody, but there's too many of you guys for me to catch up with. So what I do is when I'm strolling on my Facebook or YouTube and I see something, one of you guys posting up something, I share it or I like it. You know what I mean? Period. And ain't no in between. I share it or I like it. That's it. Or I might leave a comment. Okay. But remember, folks, it's always a two-way street. You know what I mean? So again, let's help one another grow. Okay. And and you know, just stay more focused on our plan, what the plan is. You know, and maybe we need to make another meeting. You know, maybe we need to sit down and really talk about how we're gonna make this really people's shows views go up, because you know there are a lot of people in these platforms. You know, and like I said, there's no reason why the numbers should be low. You know, the numbers should be low, and I'm like that. You know, I'm not saying it like my show is explosive, because it's not. You know, sometimes I get low numbers too. Sometimes I get high numbers. You know, I'm thinking it depends on who I'm bringing to the show. You know, or maybe when I do the show, nobody's doing anything, and they see me pop up, and everybody comes on the show, and bam, bam, bam. Now you got 200 views, 300 views. Or maybe I come on the show, and everybody's doing their show, so they can't log in. You feel me? But that's okay. You know, but um, we really need to get this going. You feel me? So I gave Sabrina some time. I don't know what happened to her. She didn't pop up. So I'm going to go get me some dinner and watch some movies. Now, before I go, I want you guys to know, for those of y'all that haven't went to go see the movie, I think it's at Elma Freedom. Wait a minute, let me get the right name. I have it here on my device. It's called Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom, folks. I've been hearing so much about this movie. If you haven't went to see it, go see it. I'm going to try to go see it sometime this week or next week, because I keep hearing so many good things about this movie, how sad it is, and how true this movie is, and how it exposes certain people. And this is what I'm talking about. These are the movies that I love to go see and love to talk about, and like to put out there, because the elite, the people on top, are doing so much dirty things from the top, and they act like, you know, they better than everybody else, and that can nobody point the finger at them. And these people are exposing them. Government backing kidnappers and trafficking. They're the ones behind a lot of this stuff. And you know, when you have that type of power and you're doing things, and then you want to look at us that don't want to pay taxes, because it's our own money, right? Taxes. You want to come down here and arrest us, put us in jail, give us a fine, while you up there committing serious crimes. You know what I'm saying? Serious crimes. You know, and you don't want to be held accountable for them. You know what I'm saying? So please go watch this movie, man. Sound of Freedom. I'm gonna go see it. Once I see it, I'm gonna come here in the show and I'm gonna talk about it. You know, because one thing I like to do is expose those that act like they ain't doing nothing and they're the dirty ones. You feel what I'm saying? The dirt come from the top, folks. You feel me? So much stuff going on here with climate, with weather, food, poisoning, vaccines, all that. We already know the vibes. Okay, so don't sit there and act like you big almighty. You're the good guy. Well, we already know you're not. Okay, people are starting to wake up. All right, so we're gonna keep these clowns. We're gonna keep these clowns on radar. Okay, you see what's going on social media, on TV with Biden. See, to me, this is my opinion. Biden was put there. Biden was put in there in that position as a puppet, because the people up here on top can control him. They can control him. That's why he made office. See, they couldn't do that with Trump. They can't control Trump. Trump already came with money. Trump had his own money before he came into office. So he like, you ain't telling me what I need to do. I know what I need to do. So because they couldn't control Trump, they had to get him. They started with that with tax and with the tax invasion. You feel me? They started with that. But wait, what about Biden? Billions of dollars talking about business. He don't even own businesses. So how the hell he's getting all these billions of dollars? Think about it. Ukraine. Boy, this is a hot mess. This is all politics. But if I see it, you guys see it as well. You know what I mean? Correct, China. Absolutely. I agree 100%. So folks, my guest didn't show up. I'm sorry she couldn't make it. And I'll talk to her and see if we can reschedule another day to bring her on the show, and we'll talk to her because I really wanted her to talk to you guys about this college scholarship that we got going on for foster kids. Okay, because it's very important. I really, really wanted her to come on. I don't know what happened. She hasn't texted me back. She knew it was today. But we definitely will come on the show in the future, and we'll talk about the scholarship for foster kids that want to go to college. Okay. Again, folks, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been great. You guys are awesome. Thank you, YouTube. Thank Parapost Network. Love you guys, Parapost Network. I need some more paranormal investigators to come on my show and talk about their experiences behind the scene, okay, or on scene. If you got any investigations, any creepy stories, any good stories, come on the show. Reach out to me, and we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Can't get no creepier than my boy Brian, but we'll take you in, okay? So, I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys been great. You guys have a great night. It's Tuesday. Again, I'll be out of town this weekend, so I won't be doing no shows on this weekend. I'll be out of town. I'll be meeting up with a shorty. Okay, I'm gonna meet up with a friend of mine. So you guys tune in, and I'm gonna let y'all go with peace, love, respect. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm out of here.